Hello everyone, I'm Tonya Meisenbach and I am a burn survivor. I had to take a deep breath here at the beginning because it's really scary to show your face to a lot of people when you've been burned, when you've lived a different way your whole life. And then, when I woke up, I didn't have a face at all. The surgeons at Grady Hospital are amazing. Number one, they're saving my life, face or no face. They kept me asleep for 2 months. So let's get into all that. How do you get burned like this? I was outside a week before Christmas and sitting by the fire pit. Oh, one interjection. I just had surgery to straighten my eyes. So this redness in my eyes is not because I'm boozing or any craziness. I just had surgery on May 12th. This eye was all the way over here and it was so embarrassing. It may still wander a little bit, so that's why I want to give you the interjection. If it wanders, just let it go. They told me it would be 3 months before I see the final results of the surgery. And I think, if you saw me before, which you will, when I post pictures, you'll see how much better it is. Anyway, back to December 17th, 2018. Sitting outside by a fire pit. This particular fire pit you can cook on. So it's got grates. You can even rotisserie a chicken. It's super cool. Look how bad my bathroom is in the background. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna get a screen. Anyway, you can cook on this rotisserie fire pit. And so after we have some wine, have a good time, sitting outside, I remember it wasn't that cold. It was cold, it was December, but I was just wearing a fleece and the heat from the fire pit was enough. We didn't need the patio heaters or anything like that. So it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's time to eat. So why wouldn't you cook on this thing? It's full of wood and charcoal and good flavor. So I come inside to get food, come back out, reach out to put it on the, sorry, I'm not used to being able to see my hair. Anyway, put it on the fire pit, and as I reach out, I get doused with lighter fluid by mistake. And it was so shocking. It's not like I was in a situation where there was a fire danger and a possibility I might catch fire and that awareness in my head, in my mind. It wasn't. I just went up in flames. It just hit this fleece and a long weave I was wearing. But thank God I was, because now it saved my actual hair. The cornrows and stuff saved my actual hair, even though they had to shave my head. But yeah, I just went up in flames and I ran. So I fed the oxygen. And I then remembered to stop, drop, and roll. And I did. I'd already made it to the driveway. So I stopped, dropped, and rolled. Let me tell you now that stop, drop, and roll does not work on concrete. Don't do it. If you're on fire, find the grass, find the dirt, find anything. Concrete won't help you. So I rolled and I rolled and I rolled. It felt like forever, but surely this all happens within a matter of 60 seconds, right? I mean, I don't really know, but it felt like a long time. And I gave up. The pain went away because all your burn, your nerves are burned out. The pain stopped. I just felt heat, and I knew I was on fire. And I rolled over. I stopped rolling. I was on my stomach, And I said, dear God, is this really how I'm supposed to die? 45 years old and burned alive. And at that very moment, God answered me. The first time ever that you get an immediate response from God, right? I heard my husband, who I've somehow completely forgotten about. And he says, be still, baby. I've got you. And I didn't know if I was going to live or not, but I knew I was going to not be on fire anymore. So he put me out with his jacket. He burned his arms up to the elbows, doing so. Oh, here's my arms, just by the way. Here's the stuff I can't hide. This is how what they call it, how the sausage is made. Here's what it really looks like. But, here's what the burns really look like. But he put me out, and he called 911. I jumped up, believe it or not. I had so much adrenaline. I jumped up, and I ran inside. And you know what I did? I looked in the mirror at my face. And I thought, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I didn't know that when you get burned, everything doesn't automatically look like this. These are skin grafts that you're seeing from my legs. Things don't particularly look burned when you get burned. They just might look they might look red, like a sunburn. And that's what I saw. And so the ambulance got here. I live in Johns Creek, Georgia. So they're here in about 2 or 3 minutes. 2 ambulances, the policeman, the fire truck, 2 to 3 minutes. And they come up. We have this deep driveway. They come up. They're looking at me. They're watching me talking. I remember looking at one of the paramedics, and he looked horrified that I was just standing there talking to them. And they said, we've got to go now. And I kissed my husband goodbye, told him I loved him, and asked him to get my children. My son Rodman wasn't available, but I asked him to get Rochelle. She's available. And, I might be saying goodbyes tonight. And again, we have this deep driveway, so they say, can you walk down with us? About halfway down to get on a stretcher. I say, sure. We walk down and get on a stretcher. And for the first time, I'm just kind of relaxing. And I lay there. I'm laying on my back, which is burned. My back, chest, both arms, and my face were burned. Gone. But I didn't know that yet again. So the paramedic, I said, am I going to die? And he said, no. And I said, would you tell me that even if you thought I was going to die? He said, yes. And I said, fair enough. After that, the last words I heard for 2 months were push fentanyl. They did push the fentanyl, and the pain went away, and I went to sleep. I woke up briefly at the first hospital they took me to, which was the closest. And they were intubating me there. I know I opened my eyes somehow, and I saw the light, the light in the emergency room. I was like, oh, no light. So I closed my eyes, and that was it. I had all these dreams for 2 months. It was like I was living another life in my mind. I would dream that someone was hurting me, and that's because when you have severe burns, they need to be scraped every day. As the tissue death occurs, they come in and they scrape that off. I was fortunate enough to be asleep for it because the doctor said I wouldn't survive it. My whole back, my chest, my arms, and my face. It would have been too much pain. I'd probably just have, just die right there from the pain. But also, they needed to do a surgery every week to place the skin grafts, which Grady Hospital, if you're burned, that is where you want to be. If they can save your life, even if your life really isn't all that savable, like mine wasn't, they will save your life, and they did it. So for 2 months, I was asleep, having these nightmares. Again, I would hide. I would try to hide in my dreams because I knew somebody was going to come hurt me every day. And I didn't know where I was. I was just in darkness. But I was wearing this very particular outfit that I used to wear about 15 years ago as a paralegal. If y'all know me, purple skirt that someone gave me, my attorney gave me, and a purple checkered blouse. I was very thin, short hair, done by Alfreda Hair Tamer, very fly. That was who I was in my, I guess, in my other world. And I would hide. It was like I could walk down in a hole. Oops. I could walk down in a hole and try to hide from the pain that was coming. Because every day somebody comes to hurt me. And then now, in retrospect, I know they were scraping my burns. And then a surgery every week, which is very aggressive. The third surgery to my face did not take due to a virus that I have. And it just rotted off. And I didn't have that much skin to begin with. All the skin on my legs, my bottom, my sides. They didn't take the skin off my tummy. They took some below the bikini line, I guess just to allow me to be able to live normal someday, maybe wear a bikini. But they left the skin on my stomach alone. Everywhere else, skin was taken, harvested. So after 2 months, they drew back on the fentanyl. They were keeping me asleep with fentanyl and paralytic and something else that I can't remember. And after 2 months, and they started to pull back, and now she's gonna wake up, right? Well, I woke up, and the nurse said, "Do you know where you are?" And I don't remember what I said, if anything. And she said, "Do you know what year it is?" That I knew. It's 2018. No, it's February 2019. My daughter was there, and she came up and she kissed me. I couldn't open my eyes at the time. They were stuck, closed with like gunk, like skin that just needed to be peeled off. I couldn't open my eyes. I didn't know if I was blind or not. I didn't know what my face looked like. I didn't know how bad it was. But my daughter came up and kissed me, and she said, "Mom, you're the strongest person I know." And with that, we're going to end today's video. I've got a lot to tell. But if you're in the burn unit anywhere, or you're, if you're in the burn unit anywhere, or you're at home wondering what you're going to do, just know that my bottom lip used to be down here, and that I still don't have eyelashes or eyebrows. These are eyebrow wigs made by Lashy Brows. They work for regular people too if you trim your brows shorter. If you order some, tell them that Beauty Survivor Makeup sent you, even though they have no idea who I am. I think they do know if you said Tonya Meisenbach, because they have got to be wondering what I'm doing with all those eyebrows I buy. Ever since I got this heavier makeup, I used to be able to wear these brows for a month, but with the heavier makeup required to cover the burns, it's about a week, which is sad because they're not that cheap. So if you're in the burn unit, or if you're at home and you're wondering what you're going to do, just know I'm wearing a wig on my head, even though I have hair. It's just easier. I'm still not at a point where I can go to the hair salon. I'd like to, but I'm not there yet. And I have some issues with the skin on my scalp, so I've got to work that out first. But there's a wig on my head, a wig on my brows, and the biggest fake lashes I can find, stage makeup, and we're going to go into that starting either later this week or next week. But it's all the confidence in the world. And I was getting there, but really the straightening of the eyes was the biggest thing. Look, I keep looking at them and I can't believe it. And even though I can't open this eye as well, you know, they had to make me new eyelids. I mean, all my face. Nothing is original except my nose and my lips, which are scarred. So if you're looking at my lipstick thinking it's kind of weird, I've got scars that prevent me from doing it the way I want to, just as well as scars that prevent me from talking the way I want to. But I have no nostrils. I wanted those, and they said it was too dangerous to do the surgery. It's not like you just sew some on. You have to cut right here, move the whole nose down. And you see what happens when I push on my nose? The whole nose down. Take a flap of skin right here, flip it over, and create a blood supply and hope everything doesn't die. At first, I was all for that. I had nothing to lose. But now that I'm looking a lot better, and this is sort of coronavirus's creation, it gave me time to sit and heal. I was having surgeries every 4 to 6 weeks. I was game through anything. Now I think I'm going to wait. I gained a lot of coronavirus weight. I think I'm going to wait and see if when I get all the weight off, that my nose kind of, and my face loosens up and my nose moves down a little, because the risk of losing my nose completely is kind of horrifying. So at any rate, let me end this video. I will get better as a videographer and be able to add words so you can watch it work. Words at the bottom. I'll be learning how to do that today. But just remember my daughter's words. You're the strongest person I know. And if you're watching this video and you're in the same situation I am, you too are the strongest person I know. So this too shall pass. I'll see you again next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.